came together, and all the sons of God shouted for joy.
You see? Because that's what Lucifer means, morning star. If Lucifer means morning star, then Lucifers means what? Morning stars. But see, you've been taught, ooh, this is a bad title. Ooh, that's the devil. Don't you say nothing about Lucifer. You talking about the devil. You invoking the name of the devil. But wait a minute, it just said morning stars right here. We looked that up. And it said they were shouting for joy when God created the world. Does it sound like something the devil would have been doing? The devil is jealous of God. He wouldn't be cheering God on. He'd be upset, right? But I wanted y'all to see this. And this is right here in Job. But now, let's move on. Still in the book of Job, turn to Job chapter 1. And now we know that these sons of God had to be angels because we weren't created when God created the heavens and the earth. So who were these sons of God that were there when God created heavens and the earth? Had to be the angels. Job 1. But it also called them morning stars. Think about this stuff. This is a very, very honorable title. Lucifer is an honorable title, people. It's not an evil title. It's a title of goodness, purity, high rank, even. That's what people don't understand. Ooh, absolute power, what you telling me? They believe in Lucifer. They praise Lucifer. Yeah, we do. But that's the Lucifer you talking about. The title of the class is The Two Lucifers. We're showing you one of them right now. We're going to show you the other. That's what people don't understand. Right? And we do not have them confused. We know which one we worship. Job chapter 1 and verse 6. Go ahead and read.
Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord.
Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before God. Right? They're coming to God to present themselves. Keep reading.
And Satan came also among them.
And Satan came also among them. Now we know from reading Job 38 that the morning stars are the good angels, right? Now what I want you to do, big baby, because I want to make sure everybody understands this. Read this again, but where you see sons of God, put morning stars. And just read it again. Go ahead and read.
Now there was a day when the morning stars came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them.
Hold up. The morning stars came to present themselves before God, and Satan was among them. Who is sticking out in this verse from the morning stars? Satan. Why isn't it just say there was a day when the sons of God came to visit God, and then it just started telling you what Satan did? Because Satan is no longer a morning star. He is no longer a morning star. He's going to always be an angelic being, but he is no longer a morning star. What we're going to do is we're going to look up the word Satan in the Strong Concordance, and let's see why he's no longer a morning star. What is he now? This is 7854 in the Hebrew section. Check this out. We're looking at the word Satan. A lot of people don't even know what these names mean. 7854 in the Hebrew section. Now look at this word. It is Satan or Shatan. And it means an opponent, especially with the article prefix, like the. Satan, the arch enemy of good, adversary. Satan withstand. So we looked it up. It basically means an opponent, an enemy, an adversary. That's what Satan means. That's why he is no longer a morning star. He has now become the enemy. That's who he is now, right? That's what he is, right? But I don't even know why I put this back down, because now we're going to look at the word devil. This is 1228. 1228 in the Greek. This is the word devil. 1228 in the Greek. Now look what it means. And you probably heard this word before. Diablos. You ever heard that word before? Diablo? You hear a lot of Spanish people say that. I think it's even a Spanish game called Diablo. That means devil, right? And it means a traducer, specifically Satan. Now this is what it really means, right? False accuser, devil, slanderer. That's what devil means. In other words, somebody who lies on somebody. That's what the devil does. He lies on people. He lies on you. He lies on God. He lied on God in the Garden of Eden when he told Adam and Eve, you shall not surely die. God told them they were going to die. He's a slanderer. So both of his names mean Satan adversary or enemy, and the other means devil, slanderer. He lies on people. In another class, we can show you that every time you lie on somebody or tell rumors, you are a devil. That's what people don't understand. But now we see these titles don't sound anything like somebody righteous, does it? Since when do the word enemy mean something righteous? Since when do the word slanderer mean something righteous? But when you get to Lucifer, wait a minute, morning star, bearer of the light? That don't sound like anything that got something to do with Satan or the devil, does it? Because Lucifer is not a bad title. All of the angels were called Lucifers, morning stars. We looked that up, didn't we? All of them were called that. But see, what Satan has done is he's taken a righteous, honorable name, and now whenever you think of it, you think of him. And you are sinning when you do that. We're going to show you that. You're sinning when you do that. We're going to show you who you're really supposed to think of when you hear the name Lucifer. We're going to show you that. And it ain't got nothing to do with the devil. That's why folks try to walk, ooh, I got them now. They saying they believe in the Illuminati. They support the Illuminati. They worship the devil. When do they say they worship the devil? They say they worship Lucifer. Well, people, there's more than one Lucifer. You follow what I'm saying? We've shown you that. Actually, we've shown you that there are countless Lucifers because the Bible says the angels can't be numbered. Right? But there's two main ones that the Bible always talking about. But now, let's move on. Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 11. 2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 13. Because Satan is no longer a morning star. He lost that title when he sinned against God. He's no longer a morning star. He's no longer Lucifer. People say, well, he used to be Lucifer. Yes, he did. And so are all the good angels. We looked it up, didn't we? It called them all morning stars. That's what you have to understand. And you got some people who know this, who worship the devil. And they try to trick you. They try to say, see, morning star is a good title. Your Bible got something confused. You don't supposed to hate the devil or fear the devil. You're supposed to worship the devil because they don't look up the word. But see, you're not supposed to fall for that. You're supposed to be more wise than that. Check this out. 2 Corinthians 11. This is what Satan has to do now because he's no longer a morning star. Go ahead and read. 11 and 13. Go ahead.
But such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Christ.
He said, but such are false apostles, deceitful workers, and they are transforming themselves into the apostles of Christ. In other words, they're making you think that they are true apostles when in all actuality they're false prophets or false teachers. They're liars. But that's what they do. But go ahead and read.
And no marvel.
And no marvel. Don't be surprised. Don't be shocked at this. Why?
For Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
Hold on. Satan himself is transformed into an angel of what?
Light.
Light. Remember when we looked up the word Lucifer, it means in the sense of brightness or light. He said he had transformed himself into an angel of light. Why would he have to transform himself into an angel of light if he was already Lucifer at this time? Because he is no longer the morning star. So now he has to pretend to be the morning star. He has to pretend to be the light. Go ahead and read.
Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works.
It said, therefore, it's no great thing if his servants transform themselves into ministers of righteousness. In other words, it's all deceit. See, Satan knows that for the most part, he just can't come out to the world and say, hey, I'm Satan, I'm the devil, worship me. You're going to go to hell with me. Let's do this. The majority of them are like, no, man, I'm not going to do that. So he has to trick you. And one of the ways he has tricked nearly the whole world is by making you think that Lucifer is a bad name. And y'all can be honest with yourselves. You know, whenever you thought of the name Lucifer, ooh, that's the devil. Ooh, evil. Stay back. But that's not even what it means. It means morning star. That's why I looked up all three names, Lucifer, Satan, and the devil. And you can see that the one that sticks out like a sore thumb is Lucifer. Morning star, bringer of light, bearer of light. Satan, adversary, enemy, devil, lie on you, slanderer. That don't sound anything like somebody who's bringing the light. And all throughout the book, light represents truth, doesn't it? But that's what I want y'all to understand. Because we're going to show you another Lucifer. Before this class is done, we're going to show you that you need to try to be Lucifer. We're going to show you that. You're supposed to try to be Lucifer. Oh, I know absolute Bible, you don't love now. They going around telling people to be Lucifer. That's right. We're telling you to be morning stars. That's exactly what we're telling you to do. But now, let's move on. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 5. Let me show you why this is a sin to associate the devil with the name Lucifer. Let me show you why this is a sin. Isaiah 5 and 20. Isaiah 5 and verse 20. Isaiah 5 and 20. Go ahead and read.
Woe unto them that call evil good.
It said, woe unto them that call evil good, and what else?
And good evil.
Uh-huh.
That put darkness for light and light for darkness.
Hold up, that put darkness for light and light for darkness. What's going on here? It said, woe unto them. That means it's going to be bad for people who put light for darkness and darkness for light. Isn't that exactly what you're doing when you associate the name Lucifer with the devil? Because the devil is darkness, and Lucifer means light, morning star. So what you're doing is you're putting light for darkness when you say Lucifer is evil. You're not supposed to do that. That's what you call mixing stuff up, turning things upside down. But this is the deception of the devil. And the Christian church is promoting this deception. Ooh, Lucifer, that's the devil. That's evil. That's a bad name. Why are you associating morning star with the devil? I'm not saying you're supposed to just get rid of it overnight, because you've been taught for years that Lucifer is the devil. In a sense, Lucifer is the devil because that's what his name before. But you don't supposed to associate that name Lucifer with anything wicked. You follow what I'm saying? Finish that up.
That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
In other words, they are reversing everything. Good is bad and bad is good. That's how this society is today. They promote the wickedness. You go to movies and you watch movies about people breaking into banks and robbing, and you're rooting for them. You shouldn't be rooting for the police. This is evil what these people are doing. You see people selling drugs and killing their own community and their own people, but because the star happens to be some famous celebrity or rapper, you behind him. They're putting light for good. They're putting light for darkness. And they're putting good for evil. I had this one teacher, he used to tell us all the time, he said he was watching this movie, Gone in 60 Seconds. A lot of y'all probably don't seen it. And the whole point, this guy got a stolen car and he's trying to get away. And he said he got so caught up in the movie, he found himself rooting for the guy who stole the car. Wait a minute. We're supposed to be Christians. We're not supposed to be rooting for the bad guy. That's how Satan to get you. You follow what I'm saying? Another movie that had me twisted like that was the movie Blue Streak with Martin in it. He's an international jewel thief trying to steal a diamond, and I'm hoping the whole movie, I hope he get away with it. I hope he get it. Wait a minute. This is a jewel thief. He's a thief. We're supposed to be hoping he get caught. But see, that's how Satan to do you. And that's exactly what you know. You don't even realize it. You get caught up in stuff before you know it. You root for the bad guy. Wait, something is wrong here. You follow what I'm saying? And that's what people have done with the name Lucifer. They have made Lucifer the bad guy. Lucifer is not the bad guy. Lucifer means morning star. Satan is the bad guy. The devil is the bad guy. Y'all understand what I'm saying? But Satan has to seed people into that, and he does it all the time. You got to be careful. But let's move on. Let's go to Revelation 22. Let's see who the morning star is we worship. Let me show you the Lucifer we worship. Revelation 22 and 16. So I say, man, some of the stuff that we put out is just too high for people. Because what they'll do, they'll listen to the beginning of this, or they'll listen to one clip of it on YouTube, like, ooh, these guys, they say they worship the devil. We never once said we worship the devil. We said we worship Lucifer. Ooh, you worship Lucifer. Lucifer is the devil. No, Lucifer was the devil. And he was not the only Lucifer. We have already shown you that there are countless Lucifers. So if we say we worship Lucifer, don't you think you need to pinpoint exactly which one we talking about? Because there's countless of them. The Bible said angels can't be numbered, and he called them all morning stars. Didn't he say that? That's what Lucifer means, morning star. That's what it means. Now check this out, Revelation 22 and 16. Go ahead and read that, big baby. This is Jesus talking, by the way. Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach, Yahweh.